Monkey D. Luffy, also known as Straw Hat Luffy and commonly as Straw Hat, is the main protagonist of the manga and anime One Piece. He is the founder and captain of the increasingly infamous and powerful Straw Hat Pirates, as well as the most powerful of its top fighters. He desires to find the legendary treasure left behind by the late Gold Roger and thereby become the Pirate King, which would help facilitate an unknown dream of his that he has told only to Shanks, his brothers, and crew. He believes that being the Pirate King means having the most freedom in the world. Born in Fusha Village, Luffy is the son of Monkey D. Dragon, the leader of the Revolutionary Army, and the grandson of the marine hero Monkey D. Garp, where their family carries the initial of D. At age 7, Luffy accidentally ate the Goma Goma no Mi, which turned his body into rubber. Shanks also gave Luffy the very straw hat that has become Luffy's signature accessory, having gifted it to the boy as part of a promise for them to meet again someday after he became a great pirate. Growing up on Dawn Island under the care of Curly Dayton, Luffy befriended and became sworn brothers of the late Fire Fist, Portgas Ace, and Revolutionary Chief of Staff Sabo. Luffy has gone up against numerous global powers around him, starting with fighting the most powerful pirates in the East Blue and moving to clashes against the Marines, 7 warlords of the sea, Cypher Pole, world nobles, and even the 4 emperors of the Grand Line, emerging victorious in a majority of these battles. He invaded and indirectly caused the annihilation of Enies Lobby, escaped the Impregnable Impelled Down, and was a focal figure in the Summit War of Marineford. He has also either defeated or befriended 7 of the 11 known past or present warlords prior to the organization's dissolution. Furthermore, Luffy has invaded the territory of the 4 emperors on multiple occasions, and eventually managed to defeat one. Luffy's accomplishments and heritage have caused him to be labeled as a dangerous future element, while in the process gaining a reputation for being reckless, and in some cases, insane, earning the wrath of Fleet Admiral Sakazuki, the Marine headquarters, and even the world government. Luffy also has a penchant for attracting followers and has unwillingly been named the leader of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, consisting of 7 pirate crews who swore to come to his aid whenever he wishes. After learning of this and his exploits against the Big Mom pirates, the press labeled him the 5th Emperor of the Sea, though many prominent figures initially considered this to be exaggerated. However, after defeating Kaido during the raid on Onigashima, Luffy was officially declared as one of the 4 emperors by the world government along with Buggy, replacing Kaido and Big Mom. Luffy has made tremendous strides in his life of piracy, with his bounty heavily reflecting this fact. He gained his first bounty of 30 million berries for defeating the strongest pirate captains of the East Blue, which then increased to 100 million berries after defeating Crocodile in Arabasta. After his crew's invasion into and escape from Enies Lobby, his bounty was increased to 300 million berries. His sizable bounty upon arriving at the Sabaody archipelago caused Luffy, along with Zoro, to be included among the 11 super rookies pirates who simultaneously reached the Red Line with bounties of over 100 million berries shortly before the Summit War. He, the other 10 super rookies, and Marshall D. Teach would go on to be referred to as the worst generation. 2 years after the war, with his bounty increased to 400 million berries, he entered the New World and began challenging the emperors and their allies directly, with his bounty going up to 500 million berries after the Dressrosa arc, and later all the way to 1,500 million berries after the global revelation that he is Sabo's brother, and the existence of Straw Hat Grand Fleet becoming public, as well as the events of the Whole Cake Island arc. After leading the raid on Onigashima and defeating Kaido, his bounty was increased to 3 billion berries, placing him as one of the members of the 4 emperors. Luffy's appearance is a young man of average height with shaggy black hair, round black eyes, and a slim muscular build. He is renowned for his trademark straw hat, from which he gets his nickname Straw Hat Luffy, which was lent to him when he was young by the legendary pirate captain, red-haired Shanks, who in turn received it from Gold Roger. He wears blue shorts with cuffs, sandals, and a sleeveless red vest. Luffy also has a scar with 2 stitches underneath his left eye, which he earned as a child by stabbing his face to show Shanks that he was tough enough to be a pirate. He was severely wounded by a Kainu in the Summit War of Marineford, leaving a large X-shaped scar on his chest. Before the time skip, similar to most of his male crewmates, Luffy has the same outfit throughout most of the series. Luffy will often wear a different outfit to suit the climate of an island, such as a hooded parka on Drum Island or desert robes in Arabasta, but will switch back to his trademark red vest and blue shorts after the adventures on that island are over. Despite this, he will wear his usual outfit in different colors and has been known to sport other miscellaneous items on his person from time to time, like in Thriller Bark and Sabaody Archipelago. Luffy does not know how to dress stylishly, so sometimes he is advised on how to dress by more fashionable team members, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, and Robin. No matter where he is, Luffy wears his straw hat through absolutely everything, though at the start, the hat was prone to get knocked off his head easily, forcing Luffy to either put it aside or have someone hold onto it during fights. From the Arabasta arc onward, he has gotten a string strap for it, which was sewn on by Nami, allowing the hat to hang on his back from his neck during fights. During his return to Marineford to give a silent prayer, Luffy was briefly shown with 4 characters written on his right arm spelling 3D2Y. With the 3D crossed out to symbolize that the Straw Hat Pirates should meet up in 2 years rather than the 3 days as planned after fleeing from Bartholomew Kuma. During his journey, Luffy has used the power of his devil fruit in creative ways, many of which involve altering his body. The greatest example of his altered appearance is the creation of his gear transformations, which dramatically affect his entire body. After those 2 years, a few things have changed. He has grown slightly taller, and is shown to be significantly more muscular due to his training. This can be seen in his slightly thicker neck, more pronounced deltoids, and a better defined chest. His usual attire is mostly the same as it was 2 years ago. But instead of a vest, Luffy wears an open, long-sleeved red cardigan with 4 buttons, with a yellow sash tied around his waist. Due to Luffy's increasing notoriety, after the time skip he finds himself more often dressed in disguises to mask his identity, with varying levels of sophistication. Despite this, he still never loses his trademark straw hat, and instead opts to at times cover it with other headwear. After the 2-year time skip, Luffy developed another 2 gears, with one of them having its own sub-transformations, as well as significantly changing Gear 3.